Hello, in this video we're going to show you how to travel to Doha, Qatar in a few easy steps. Our world-rounding trip did not include Qatar on our itinerary at all. But as we looked for a way to get from Athens, Greece to Sri Lanka, there weren't a lot of great options for a traveling family. So option one was a grueling 24-hour day, door-to-door from Athens to where we're staying in Sri Lanka. Not a great option for 3 kids and 2 adults who want to keep their sanity. Option two was an even longer day with longer layovers at airports in interesting places, but not ideal. So option 3 was an 18+ hour layover in Doha, where we could stay the night and enjoy another great country. I booked our itinerary through Chase Travel Services. Now here I found competitive options from a pricing and duration, as I did with Skyscanner, Google Flights, and other search options. So after I booked our flights, I started looking at our entry requirements, and I realized that there was a lot more to it than just showing up and leaving the airport. The airport in Doha is set up for long layovers, international connections, and they actually have a hotel at the airport, so you don't even have to leave the airport at all. But on our trip, we wanted to see a little bit more of Qatar than just the airport alone. So we booked a room at the Hilton Doha, which is on the West Bay area of the city. So here is where you'll find out what to do. First thing first, make sure you can book your flights and accommodations in Qatar. Don't wait to do the entry requirements. Some of the entry requirements, actually, you need to have your flight information and your hotel stay already figured out. After you book your flight and accommodations, visit qtares.gov.qa to register your trip. Set up your account, email, password, upload your documents, including your passport, COVID vaccination cards, hotel accommodations, flight number, and upload all those for approval. The important thing to note is this needs to be done within 7 days of your trip. Approval was almost instantaneous. You're going to get an email from the state of Qatar, and you're going to want to hang on to that email because you're needed on the entry. As you prepare for your trip, you're also going to need a COVID test, regardless of whether you're vaccinated or not. 2 options. You have a 48-hour PCR test or a 24-hour rapid antigen test. These COVID tests can only be done by legitimate testing companies within your departing country. You cannot do a self-test. They have to be verified results. Bring those results with you to the airport because they're going to check them later on. So entry requirements do change from time to time, so be sure to check the government's website for any updates or any additional requirements. You're going to see a requirement for a contact tracing app called Qatar. You can add that to your phone, put in your information, and register your trip. It's supposed to give you a green card, yellow card, red card as you enter into establishments like restaurants, hotels, and so on while you're staying in Qatar. Now, we had technical difficulties for weeks leading up to the trip, and I admit I was a little worried that not having this app functioning on my phone was going to prevent us from being able to leave the airport. But fear not, nobody really cared. But I would advise you to give it a try and see if you can download it just to make sure that there's going to be no issue for you or depending on the agent that you get at the airport. So when you get to the airport, you're going to proceed to the customs area. You're going to visit the health desk. There they're going to check your COVID paperwork, your COVID test, hopefully have a negative result, or else you shouldn't be there. But they're going to check your COVID test results, and they're also going to check your approval from the state of Qatar, the email that you submitted early on through qtares.gov.qa. After visiting the health desk, you can proceed to passport control and start enjoying the beautiful country of Qatar. If this isn't your final destination and you're just making a pass through, traveling to Qatar can seem like a difficult task, but it's really quite easy. As long as you follow the steps that they provide, you can do everything you need to do within a few days and have easy entry into the country and enjoy everything that Qatar has to offer. For more information and for links on visiting Qatar, please visit us at worldrounded.net.